The Australian Ghost Whisperer with Katerina Legato and James Jennings. Hello everyone, welcome to the Australian Ghost Whisperer, and here we are doing another spot of ghost busting in the Australian suburbs. Kat, how are you feeling about another day, another ghost to bust?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going in and experiencing what's going on, and that feels very heavy. I'm really feeling there's a lot of spirit in this house. By that I mean lots of lost souls. Okay. I can feel their fear because I've always, when I'm doing a house clearing, I always feel as though they can sense that I'm coming, that I'm arriving. And so therefore I think their fear becomes a little more heightened.
What I find interesting as well is, you know, if you see a creepy looking house or building, you kind of go, well, that looks haunted. But it can just be the most innocent, innocuous looking houses, you know, that just are your average suburban house, and you just don't know what's hiding behind the walls, do you?
Well, every home holds its own history. So, and by that, the energetic history is the people who've lived there and their habits, their lifestyle can bring in certain spirits and particular energies.
So you can obviously tap into, there's some things behind the door here. Just to set the scene, someone contacted Katerina and I to come and investigate the house and to do the clearing. The reason that they were aware that something was happening, well, there's a lot of stories, and we're going to get into that. We're going to interview these people and hear their stories. But two pieces of evidence that they sent us, which are quite convincing. So what we have is a couple of ring light videos, motion activated videos that captured a couple of quite alarming things on camera. One is a dark shadow enters a room. It's very visible, and there is nobody home when this happens. There's no other sources of light, so there's literally no other explanation of why this shadow just comes out of nowhere. You'll see it for yourself. There's also a second video where one of the owners of the house is calling out to their cat remotely through a speaker that is inside the motion detected camera. And another voice from inside the house speaks and says something quite frightening. Here's our interview with the owners of the house. They have chosen to remain anonymous for privacy reasons.
On the camera, we had a lot of just movement detected, even though there was nobody here. We've got a cat, but whenever it picks the cat up, it always says like animal detected. So, and it usually gets it right. So,
I think started when we moved here after a few days, and then I started feeling awful smell. It's like a rotten, awful smell that I can't even, it's like sick in my stomach. So no one can smell. I asked everyone, even the friends who came around and visit, they said no, they can't smell anything. But it's really following me all over the house. And then I check all over the house, I can smell the rotten smell. And yeah, and I started feeling on a hallway. So every time I walk that hallway, I feel angry, like for no reason. Like even if I wake up in the morning or just sudden walk that past area, and then started like I'm venting out. Said, oh my God, I hate this house. I don't like this house, and I know there's something in this house that I can feel, and. But I give it a benefit of the doubt. Like I said, or maybe just my imagination. But it's getting worse and worse because I am becoming more angry. It's like I'm angry for no reason. I feel agitated and angry, and then yelling and screaming at them for no reason, for even a small thing.
not quite yelling and screaming, but you're definitely annoyed with us.
Annoyed, right. Yes. Very annoyed.
Right.
For no reason.
So something's affecting your
Yeah,
mood
affecting you. Yeah. And then especially when you walk in one of the room, we call it the small room. There's one of the small room there. That's the one that making me feel sick all the time.
So tell me when things first started happening on the sensor cameras that you've got set up in the house. When did things start happening there?
Almost immediately. When we put them up there, I mean, we're getting false readings because we're looking with, okay, there's nothing there. So we just ignored it for a while until we actually captured something on the video and thought, okay, that's a little bit disturbing. We might need to investigate this one a bit more and maybe seek some advice and some help, which is, I guess, why we came to Katerina.
All right, and that video is the one where you can clearly see a shadow
Yes.
be cast over the kitchen when no one was home.
Exactly
No
right.
one's home.
Right.
Yeah, to set the scene for that one, there's literally all the curtains are shut, there's no light source, there's just nothing. And then it captured emotion, and then you can see in the video, you'll see the shadow moving across. So pretty scary, a little bit disconcerting, I have to say.
Yeah, and when I was sleeping, I can feel something is watching me, and there's someone in the house that like others. There's one time that three of us are meditating in our bed, so we just say, okay, we'll just pray, meditate, because we know that something going on in the house now, and we said, okay, let's silence for a while, no noise. And then suddenly I heard a breathing. It's a male voice, a male breathing like a really loud in my ear. And then I didn't say anything to everyone. I just said, can you guys please keep quiet for a while? So it's a silence. After a while, our daughter said, which one, Mom? Is it a breathing? Did you hear that as well? And said, I never mentioned anything to her, but she heard the breathing. Yeah, we heard the breathing, and then we're kind of worried about it. And I said, oh, okay, there's something here. There's someone in the house. After a few days, I was sitting in the couch watching TV with our daughter. I saw a shadow of a lady wearing white dress with the old era hair, walking past the hallway. Just get out of the bathroom.
And there's been disembodied voices as well. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that. So one was caught on camera.
Yeah.
Talk me through the situation with that video.
Okay, one caught on camera, we're away. We are in a short weekend holiday, and then we're monitoring our cat through the camera. So every time we're away, I always call him so he knows that someone is here, and then we're still close to him. I was calling him, and suddenly there's another second voice, softer, a little bit softer than my voice, and then it'd say, hello, I can hear you.
Pickle! Hi! No. I can hear him. No. I can hear him. No. I can hear him.
So she's just calling out for the cat, and then we heard this after we reviewed the actual footage. That's when we heard the very low voice. But yeah, so there's something going on with there. So that sent a chill through our spines. I thought, what the heck is going on there?
And there's also one incident that my daughter is sleeping on her bed, 4 o'clock in the morning. And she said that, Mom, why are you calling me in the morning? So, and I don't know, she was thinking that, why Mom calling me in the morning, calling her name. And so she went to school and then come back, and after school, she said, Mom, did you call me at 4 o'clock in the morning? I said, no, I was sleeping. I said, no, you're calling me, and I was wondering why you're calling me at 4 o'clock in the morning. So she said it's the same voice as me.
So something is essentially trying to imitate your voice to call out to your daughter, and also spoke on the Ring camera.
Yes,
footage.
yeah.
My latest incident was probably about 3 weeks ago, like direct incident. So I was lying in bed and I was just about to fall asleep. I felt this very light tap, like tap, 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 twice on my head. I thought, what the heck is that? There's definitely a presence or something of that nature in the house.
Yeah, there's also one incident when I'm about to go to bed, I normally do check all the doors if it's locked. So I walk past our main bedroom. In our main bedroom, I can see there's a shadow sitting next at the bottom of our bed, like silhouette. It's a man shadow. It's a male shadow.
I was out cold. I didn't,
Yeah. So
luckily.
so I completely ignore it. Like maybe I like, okay, there's a presence in the house that I can feel.
We're actually almost at the point where we're thinking about putting the house up for sale. Like that's how bad it is. It's just unsettling knowing that you're not alone. It's like, and there's stuff going on. Like you hear about some places that have a presence, but they generally don't interfere too much. But when you see things on camera, you can hear things. It's just maybe need to move house. But anyway, hopefully today will resolve everything.
Yeah.
Crossing fingers, I'm sure it will.
And there's one thing that could really concern me a lot is my health. Last year, since we moved here, I never been sick. I've been always sick to the point that I've been in the hospital multiple times for no reason. So I started vomiting every after meal, nonstop. So I had all the tests. It's all negative.
Yeah, she went to emergency
multiple
3 times in 1
because
week.
of my heart, high blood pressure.
Yeah, it was through the roof, like these crazy numbers. Thought, what's going on here? And then all the tests just came out with nothing. So we're putting 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. So I had a headache, severe headache going on every now and then, like even inside the room, I can feel that something going on in the room. So I have a severe headache. I did MRI, CT scan, it's all negative. For some reason, why? It's affecting my health. It's really affecting my health now. To the point that I said, I think I'm not sure if I'm gonna last in this house with what's going on, and then whoever is living with us. This needs to stop.
It's pretty obvious that we're going to get a whole bunch of spirits in here. So you ready to go in and bust some ghosts?
Yeah, let's go in and sort of have a look what's happening in the house.
Excellent. And as per usual, I'm sure you don't mind if I hide behind you while you do it?
No, all good. I'm used to that now.
Excellent. Ladies first.
Okay.
Hello, ghosties. We're here to make friends. And by friends, I mean Katarina's going to send you home to the other side.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of movement. I've just seen that black shadowy do a runner from across the room, just in front of us. I think that's heading into the kitchen. I just saw a black shadowy, it's almost like an entity. Like it felt like it was cloaked to me, and it did a runner. As soon as it saw me, it was like, and there's a real sense and smell of drugs. So I'm kind of sensing as though there was, obviously not these people, but previous owners may have been heavy drug users. Recreational drugs by that. Because I can really sense the energy of drugs, and it's quite a heavy, really heavy sort of feel of almost addiction.
Okay.
So that would explain a lot of bringing in a lot of these dark entities, yeah?
So that energy of heavy drug use can bring in dark entities?
Oh, absolutely, because what happens is when people are doing a lot of drugs, it really creates cracks in the aura, in the energy field, in the chakras. Therefore, their ability to protect themselves is eventually not there at all. And what happens is when you're doing a lot of drugs, it really lowers your frequency, so you become a very open doorway or portal of attracting these types of energies, these dark, demonic entities, or just anything that is from those lower realms, the astral realms. They're very drawn because they're able, the entities are able to almost, you know, suck out the life force of these people, which is like food for them.
Okay, that sounds pretty disturbing.
It is disturbing.
Just say no to drugs. Should we go up to where you saw the flash, the shadow up there, or should we go room by room?
I'm thinking room by room. I'm feeling like there's a doorway here in this room to the right of us, like some sort of a doorway, a portal that's open where a lot of spirits are coming in and out. It's like, feels like a station with trains coming in, or this is like spirits and ghosts and things coming in and out.
Ghost station.
Ghost station, yes.
Don't want one of those in your house, do you?
No.
No, thank you. Okay, so we're walking into one of the main bedrooms here. What are you sensing, Katerina?
Yeah, definitely. I can see the doorway straight away. So I'm always seeing this in people's homes, mirrors, and sleeping in front of mirrors. And these people are sleeping directly in front of mirrors. And what happens is mirrors become doorways into other dimensions now. So you should never really sleep in front of mirrors, because eventually the mirrors, like I said, become doorways that will allow the entities to come in and out, which is what they've done here, and what they're drawing in. They're drawing these people's life force out of them every night as they sleep, because you're very vulnerable when you're asleep.
If someone buys a house or rents a house that has mirrors at the foot of the bed or what have you, what can they do? Like, how would you cover this up? Can you cover something like this up?
Well, you could cover them, or maybe you could, if you need to, open them up so that you're kind of looking inside of your wardrobe rather than in front of the mirrors, or obviously if it's your own home, or sometimes you can just flip them around.
Okay.
And then before, you know, if it's a rental, then, you know, if you're moving, then just turn them back. But you know, if you can avoid sleeping in front of mirrors, I highly recommend that.
Okay.
Because their mirrors are just such this incredible doorway. So that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling as though the entities, the spirits, are coming in and out of this room and then kind of spreading out throughout the house, because, like I said, it's a very low frequency here because of the drug abuse that took place in this home.
Okay. So we're standing in Spook Central right now.
Yeah,
this is the spiritual doorway
this
right
is
here.
like, I'm seeing it almost, I know there's mirrors, but I psychically see it as like this big dark portal. It's not, you know, there can be portals where, you know, beautiful light comes in, but this is a portal that's very dark, and it's spirits, lost souls, those lower, you know, dimensional spirits and entities are just coming in and out, and they're obviously drawing out the life force of the people who live here. They would have drawn out the life force of the people that were obviously abusing the drugs prior to these new owners. So they're having a great time.
Yeah.
They're getting lots of energy from people.
So would step one be to close the portal and then get rid of the other spirits?
Yeah,
or?
so I would need to shut this portal, and then definitely, you know, obviously cross the spirits over, and really make sure that these people now do something and not sleep in front of these mirrors. It's a small room, so I can kind of see there's nowhere else to really put the bed, but maybe they're going to have to flip the mirrors over.
You could even, like, I guess, buy material and kind of glue tack it up over them.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
find a way to
whatever. Yeah, I think it's just so important. And I have, over the years of doing this work, seen this scenario in so many houses, and people actually call me, you know, days or weeks later, and they're like, oh my gosh, you know, since I flipped the mirrors over, got rid of them, I sleep much more deeply, and I wake up feeling so much more refreshed and energized, because it's just being drained.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we might give you a few moments to close up the portal, and then when you're done, we can continue chasing ghosts up the rest of the house. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Ooh.
feels weirdly cold in here. Like, I've got a real chill walking in this room, Kat.
It's very cold in here, and it's almost like I feel like I'm falling. So there's no foundation in this. This home is not grounded. There's been that many spirits coming in and out of this home that it's almost like it's floating in between dimensions. It's not grounded. I feel like I'm going to fall down into the earth.
Yeah, I can feel that as well. It's a really strange sensation. Like, for what looks like a pretty innocent family room, it actually feels like energetically really strange and a little bit off-putting. Like, there's clearly things in here that aren't meant to be here.
There's a lot of, I'm feeling, it's not just a matter of lost souls, but I'm feeling like entities, you know, like really dark sort of creatures.
Demonic creatures?
Yeah, that's definitely demonic creatures. And I'm seeing like crawling things on the walls, like psychically I can see like crawling kind of winged creatures. So I feel as though this home was owned by people who were doing a lot of really heavy drug
Okay, so
abuse.
not just like a little bit of drug use, like pretty serious.
It feels like drug central in here, and it really opened up and entered. And I feel like these people themselves were very ungodly, very disconnected from light, and perhaps they were into a lot of dark rituals or dark in their minds, in their beliefs. So it's like, I feel like almost at an unconscious level they invited all of this in, because again, this is just not a couple of lost souls wandering around. It's like realms of very dark, very demonic variations of energies in here.
Yeah, and what's interesting is that, as I said, that, you know, it's a very bright, lovely looking room, but it feels very strange. But that just goes to prove that houses hold the energy of previous occupants, regardless of how it looks. It doesn't have to look like it's massively haunted. It just can be.
And the people now that...
I just heard a tap. What was that?
It was something tapping, or the spirits. There it goes again. Yeah, I'm used to hearing all these noises and things,
Okay.
It's okay, it's daytime. Like
It's
we're
true.
not here in the night.
The sun's outside.
Can you imagine sleeping here overnight?
No. Or I could, but I
We
wouldn't
could have
sleep.
made a fabulous video if we
Yeah, just me shivering in the corner.
Oh, I love it. I think our viewers love it when you freak out.
I promise to keep doing it because it's a natural reaction. Okay, well, do you want to do some clearing in this room before we move on to the next?
So what I'm going to have to do now is create like a real circle of really high frequency energy to really contain this entire space in this home, so that we don't have entities trying to attack us. And
All right,
and then I'm going to really bring down the light and cross over the lost souls, but the dark entities, I'll have help from my own spirit family that will come in, and, you know, the angels, and kind of really banish these creatures, because they're all like really horrid winged creatures.
See, this is why Katerina doesn't watch horror movies, as I've said previously, because her life is like a horror movie, basically. So I'm glad I don't see what you can see.
Weird noise that they make. We're so used to, the wings of angels, and the wings of the beautiful, heavenly creatures. These are very, they're like black, some are very grey, I'm seeing, and they will kind of attach like this. They kind of, will dig in their claws into parts of your body,
energy.
wherever your energy is quite low, or where you're holding trauma, and they'll just draw out again life force, because that's loose for them.
That's highly disturbing.
It is disturbing. Okay, so I'll
send them on their way.
Send them on their way. Yes.
I think that's the best solution for everyone if you do that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm about to go into the room where the motion camera captured the dark shadow. Kat, whenever you're done clearing in there, you're really gonna have to come in here. I know, like, it's all fun and games, but like this actually feels really disgusting in here. It smells weird.
It's following you around because you're freaking out.
Well, what do I do?
So the more you freak out, the more they'll follow. I might have to clean you a bit.
This is a really strange.
You just need to go and sit outdoors while I deal with this creature. It's pretty, it's very aggressive, it's very angry. I feel like it's been here for a very long time. It feels like it really isn't happy that, I've brought in a lot of light. You might need to step out while I deal with
Finish up. All right,
this.
I'm gonna go outside. Hello guys, I'm back. I know it seems a little weird to do a runner like that, but I genuinely got hit by like a sense of nausea and a sharp pain in my head, which did freak me out enough that I had to leave. That kind of happens to you a lot, Kat? I'm not used to getting those sensations in haunted environments, but I feel like you've...
Yeah, it's really important to keep your frequency high so that you don't feel the sensations of these entities.
Okay.
So I feel like you started to sort of sink. Your energy kind of started sinking in, and that way you began to feel. And plus that entity then was kind of, it was like following you, and it was like trying to sort of scare you, which it did.
Okay.
And attach its energy to you.
In those types of situations, I mean, I'm asking a pretty obvious question here, but is the best thing to do not get afraid and just kind of stay in a heightened sense? It's hard when you get hit by sudden sensations and you know they're not normal. You know something supernatural is occurring. It's very hard to keep you cool. Like I honestly don't know how you do it.
Well, I've had years of training, and so the thing is, I've had a lot of people call me and it's like, oh, my house is really haunted, and sometimes I obviously can't get there the next day because I've got bookings ahead, and people are like, I'm going to start saging it until you get here. And I always say it's best to just try and not engage with the spirits at all.
Okay.
It's best to leave it alone, because the more people start engaging or trying to clear them or burning sage, the situation is just going to get worse. Because they will feel the fear. Like I kind of felt like, I know I was clearing, but I felt like you walked into the other room where that kind of shadowy being was, and I saw you kind of a little bit, felt like you freaked out a bit. And
I definitely did.
Yeah, and so therefore it noticed you. I saw it looking at you, and it was like, right, now here I go. It was already angry because I had started clearing. I was bringing all the beautiful God light into the environment, so it was already really becoming quite aggressive and angry. It just went for you, James. That's what they will do.
But the good news is you've clearly gotten
It's
rid of it
gone,
because
yeah.
the whole place feels different now.
It's very warm and it's all one energy. I went through every room, and every room had its own kind of different energies and things happening in each room. There was a lady, and she was dressed in white, quite ghostly, kind of moving through this hallway and coming in and out of the various rooms. It was just a feeling of really heavy, dark, really sad. It was not a happy energy at all.
Okay.
And it was like the more the light came in, the more the place just began to feel calm and restful and peaceful. I honestly don't know how these people had a good night's sleep in this house at all.
What about the shadow being out there that latched onto me? Did it put up a bit of a fight before?
So what happened is, before I came back into this room, I contained it. I energetically contained it within an energy, a circle of sacred fire in order to contain it so it wasn't going to start jumping around.
Okay.
So yeah, I have all my little tricks of the trade of being able to contain energies so that then I can do whatever's needed to banish these creatures.
Yeah, well, the place feels completely different now, which is good for the tenants and good for us. I'm never not amazed at how you do this. The sensations that you get walking into a haunted environment and then the drastic change in feeling afterwards, it's really hard to describe. It's a sensation I've got no reference point for.
Yeah, it is, and it's that you can feel the temperatures like warmer. It was so cold in here. It took me a while to even take my coat off. There were times that I just wanted to go back and put my coat on. It was so cold.
Yeah.
And almost like this damp, and the smell, oh my gosh, the smell of drugs, the smell of smoke. I could smell smoke throughout different areas of the house, and I could smell just like a putrid gutter type of smell. These are the entities actually will leave an odor, and it was like there was this odor throughout the home also. So it was a bad smell. It was like just so uninviting, the atmosphere in here. And it's really lovely because there were souls that were trapped in this environment. So it's quite beautiful that they've crossed over and, you know, they are where they need to be, and the other entities have been all banished, and now it can really be their family home, because I think they were nearly going to put the house on the market.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
They're ready to sell the house.
Yeah, they were. So they're not going to need to do this anymore. You know, and even though you sell the house, it's kind of still them, and poor next people are going to cop it all. And sometimes when you sell a house, some of them will even follow you to the next. So that doesn't really resolve it. Yeah, I've had lots of people again that I've cleared their homes, and it's like, oh, we used to live in this haunted house and we moved, but we feel like they followed us, which they will do, because they like the kind of taste of you and the feel of your energy, and they'll follow.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, so it's good to have the cleansing and put it all to peace.
It all feels very different.
It's all a lovely energy, and now these people can fill it with their own energy and their own, beautiful, their lovely family and their love, and enjoy their home finally.
All right, well, we'll invite them back in. We'll get out of here, and we'll see you again for more ghost hunting, clearing action in the future. I'm really going to try not to get frightened next time and invite these things to mess with me, because that was not fun. We'll see you next time. Thank you, Katerina.
You're very welcome, and thank you everybody. Please don't forget to subscribe and share our videos, help us to grow, and we love you all, and many blessings. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. To gain access to private spiritual development classes, guided meditations, please visit www.patreon, that's patreon.com/The Australian Ghost Whisperer.